Welcome. What can I get you? Oh, any rumors, you say? Well, legend has it of a boy, a wee lad who was really good at Super Smash Bros. He dominated everybody in his scene. When it came down to it, no one could defeat him. He runs this town now. Me? I'm Zarengo.
And this is Smash Talk. Anyone who's worth their weight in salt knows that you have to take care of yourself. Body, mind, and spirit all have to come together. And if you can figure out the optimal way to approach this while still having fun, you're gonna find a way to excel. Our next guest has definitely found his groove. Having played Smash Bros and been part of the scene since he was a preteen and not letting go of that top 50 spot in the world since the age of Brawl. Introducing the guest on our show today, it's Panda Global's Esam. We're gonna be getting to know his history in the scene and how he got to this point. After that, we're gonna have a grand time of being able to check out the best plays of this week and be able to talk about dealing with adversity in the spotlight. It's impossible for everyone to like you or agree with you, and Esam shares the way he deals with the haters. After that, Esam's gonna share one of his most special moments since he started traveling and playing Smash with a totally great scene in Japan. Japan's always been known for the go-to destination for tourists, but being invited, it's a totally different experience, and we're gonna figure out why. Japan was also recently featured in the Smash World Tour, and we're gonna have Cagt right back on our show from last episode as he breaks down Smash World Tour in its entirety. I had no idea the scale of this event that they're running, and he's here to fill us all in. After our featured Smash World Tour rep departs, we'll be reviewing moves handpicked by me, and the knowledgeable Esam will be breaking it down and letting us know, should it be nerfed or buffed? Hopefully, this will be a premonition of the coming next patch. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you like our videos to defeat the evil, deadly algorithm. And so we can share this program to as many people as possible. Doctors hate him for this one simple trick. We're also gonna ask Esam for his perspective on how he stays on top of his game. Now it's time to interview an electric Pikachu with Esam, man, he's fire. Esam, thank you very much for coming on the show, dude. I really appreciate having someone like you coming on here and speaking about just who you are and your experiences. And I just want to say, welcome to Smash Talk.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
I wanted to first dive into a little bit about you. All right, I know that you've come to a point where you are a top 50 PGR that's been very consistent. You've been in our scene for over a decade. Let's start with past Esam. Where did you start? Where was the initiation for you to be able to get involved in just Smash Bros as a whole?
So, I mean, I'm a big Nintendo kid growing up. So was my best friend. So was my brother.
Wow.
He's important for the story. But I played 64 casually. Ironically, I played Pikachu and Samus because Samus is like a beloved game character in general because my dad's favorite game was Super Metroid, and so I watched him play that a lot growing up when I was like a small child.
Right.
When 64 came out, I was like, okay, Pikachu seems fun, and because I know Pokemon, even though I don't really care for it anymore. And then Samus, because Samus is a cool character, like she's sick in concept, right? So I played them, and then Melee came out, and I would play with my friend, Dylan, with my brother, who is Nick Riddle, who's also a member of the scene, and he was a little old. He's older than me by 4 years, so I was 11 or 12, and he went to a tournament because he and his friends drove. So at some point he was like, "Hey, Eric, you should come," and I was like, "Yeah, okay," because what else am I gonna do? And then I went, and it was super fun, and it was a really nice thing to do on the weekends. Then it all started, and the scene was a lot older than me. I was one of the younger people in the scene, at least when I joined. There was a couple other people like a year, 2 years after that were still my age.
Esam, how you feel? I feel good.
But otherwise, mostly it was kids 4, 5, 6, 4 to 8 years older than me, because I was 12 and they were 20-year-olds. Definitely, they were like 21-year-olds because they were drinking sometimes.
Right. It probably got pretty rowdy. Those Melee days, from what I understand, were unregulated.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's literally the word. It was really loud. No, which is funny because it goes into a different story of there's a lot of times people ask me like, oh my god, Esam, how are you so good at dealing with a crowd? And I was like, well, like my third tournament, I cried because they yelled at me because I was a 12-year-old kid who was beating a PR person, and I was up a game, and then he counterpicked me, and he won game 2, and then the rest of them were shit, like they were so mean to me, and they were shit-talking me so hard, and I didn't get it because I'm a child. Like, I'm literally a child, and I just, like, paused in the middle, and I was like, can y'all shut the fuck up, you're mean, and then I, you know, got destroyed that game, and then since then, I'm like, okay, crowds don't really bother me. Like, unless they're so close to me that, like, my body is shaking, but generally in matches that would happen, like, it's a little bit more professional now, so I can be like, hey, can y'all back up, and they'd be like, oh, sorry.
So Brawl starts evolving, and you start traveling around, and you're doing really well out of region, and you're recognized in region. Like, is that the beginning of Esam making top 50 in the world, was those days?
Yeah, for sure. Like 2010 happened, I went to MLG and suddenly I was like number 8, and I was just like, huh, well, yeah, I'm already doing well in Brawl, so I'm just not gonna play. Like, I guess at that point it was Smash 4. I was like, well, I can like win majors or like get third at majors in Smash 4, so I'm just not gonna play Melee anymore.
It's a very interesting timeline because it seems like you were able to really start excelling and be thrown into this at a young age, and you learned what has to be a lot of very valuable lessons when it comes to work ethic.
Yeah, do your homework before you go to tournaments. Just finish the schoolwork so you don't have to worry about it beforehand, because even though I learned that in high school, college had a lot more work, and I would go to tournaments and then be like, shit, I have a test on Tuesday, and then do mediocre. So don't do that.
What else is going on in present Esam's life other than like the competing, the Twitch, the content creation? Like, what's driving you forward currently?
It's just fun. Like a lot of like why I do what I do is fun. You know, I like the game. I mean, it's my job, right? To like wake up and stream and wake up and do tournaments, and it's just fun. Like I enjoy it so. Like I enjoy this game so much, and yeah, like there are things that are hard about like streaming and being in the community and being a content creator in Smash specifically, but like the game is so fun. So even if I was less serious about like making YouTube videos, I would still like stream and play the game because I love this game at a high level. It's so satisfying and it's so good.
Getting to know Esam helps us put into perspective not only why he's so great, being born and molded in competition, but also how adopting a mentality of having fun is really all that matters. We see Esam's clips all the time, but we're gonna catch an amazing glimpse of Esam checking out your clips right after a word from our sponsors. We've all seen Esam in the lab practicing quality combos for all sorts of different characters. Let's see if we can appreciate the quality combos you guys sent us this week. Make sure to follow MSGBC_ on Twitter in the description to be able to submit your own clips.
3, 2, 1, go.
Me brawler is brutal.
Oh, he's getting up air, up tilt, up B? Yeah, buddy, let's go. Okay, down tilt, F tilt. That shield. Okay, he's dead. Nessa's at lower percent, I'm upset about it. Or higher percent. Okay, no. Okay, wait. Okay, it's a Mega Man clip. Thank God. Yeah. Woo! That's a lot of damage. Back air, up B, met.
Playing on the trampoline.
Oh, that was sick, actually. That was super clean. Yeah, of course. The disrespect spike, of course. Free, 100%. Yeah, that was great.
Oh, this is courtesy of the Wi-Fi era, for sure.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, there's a Phantom in his pocket. Yup, that kills so early.
I see Lucario at a high percent. That's scary.
Lol. Don't up B again. Oh. Yeah. It's going to end with an up B. With either of these characters. It's ending with an up B. Fair. Arrow. Zare. Okay. That almost broke shield. Jesus Christ.
Scary.
Sephiroth is mashing. Oh! Save. And then up B, of course. See? I told you.
I can't believe
Makes
you
sense.
called it.
Forward air, side B? No, neutral B because he missed the tag. Fair, down B. Gonna get a good ledge pressure. Oh, he's gonna get hit by that. Yeah. Cannonball, up B, yep. Oh, the cannonball was killed. See, I was ready for like them to up me off stage and do a hammer swing. That was pretty good. That was just solid play.
It's easy to be able to shout into the void and not worry about being heard. But what happens when you speak out and the entire world not only hears you, but also gives their opinion? Esam has made mistakes, owned up to them, and currently fights for growth in our community. I needed to ask how he deals with other people's contrarian opinions and maybe offer some insight for anyone else in the position that could be similar to his coming up in this scene.
You have to have your boundaries. You have to, like, it's part of it, especially with like everything that happened last summer, or in terms of like the outing of everyone and like me not trusting people anymore and me being very vocal and getting shit on for being very vocal.
Which, for the record, I think is amazing. Like, the fact that you stand up and you're making your opinion known and you're fighting for the right cause to be able to push our scene for the better is admirable, and I appreciate
it. Well, harassment due to that sucked a lot, and that's why I don't do it as frequently. But you have to be really in tune with your feelings and understand why you're feeling a certain way. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm just like, I feel kind of bad and I don't know why. And it's fine to not know why. Again, it's hard. Like, emotions are difficult and complex, and not everyone has you're not as in tune with yourself, so it's hard to be just like, I feel weird. Did I eat today? Did I drink? What do I need to do? But like, I'm, starting to get better at realizing, hey, there's like a lot of drama going on in the Smash community, even if it doesn't involve me personally. And it's just like, yeah, I feel weird seeing all this, so I'm just gonna get off of Twitter and not, like, I'll say my piece, mute the thread, and then peace out. And not really worry about it, because like, it's one of those things, like, not every single person's engaging with you in good faith, which is a big thing, because people just want to do it to piss you off and to waste your time. There's a lot of times when you just have to realize this conversation isn't worth it, which sucks, because in theory you want to be able to help everyone.
What is the one memory that you've had in a tournament that you would want immortalized forever?
The one memory I would want, which I thought was super cool, because it was very different. So the first time I went to Japan, again, I was invited to Tokaigi by like the Japanese, I guess it was like the Japanese scene picked international players that like they liked and gave them to like the people running it, which were like not in the Smash scene. Basically, like, they were a representative. Anyway, so I was in Japan, and I went there for like a week before, because I was like, I'm going to Japan. I'm going to go there for a week and spend some money and be there, because I've never been to Japan before. And it was really cool to go to the Japanese scene and see how I was appreciated, if that makes sense. Because, like, obviously in the US, I was like obviously well known, and I'm a fan favorite generally, because I play like a non-standard character and I'm the only one that does that.
Talk about me. I'm godlike. I'm nice as hell at this game. Pikachu, busted.
There was a time in Brawl where like 20-something, I think, Japanese players went, and I met all of them, and they were like super thankful and appreciative, and it was fun to play them, and I got to like hang out with them even though I knew no Japanese. I went to a tournament that wasn't Tokaigi, because I was just there, but I couldn't enter because it was a Tokaigi qualifier. And suddenly people were like, hey, like, you should go on a setup and just play people that want to play you. And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And like, it doesn't have to be for like money. It's just like people want to play me. And I played for like 3 hours, because everyone was like, thank you so much for coming to this event. It means a lot that you would be here. It's like so cool to see you, the person that we see from across the world where we are, and playing with us. And like, we appreciate you. And it was super interesting to see, like, like, of course, I knew that I had Japanese friends and I had European friends and I had friends like from a lot of places across the world. But it was really weird to go to one of those places and feel welcome. Not like, I mean, of course, I was an outsider, literally, but I didn't feel like one. It was like I would still be able to like talk to people and play with people and laugh and have fun. And they, when I was there, they invited me in their houses and would play and would get food, and it was super cool to just be like, I'm in somewhere completely different, and yet I still feel at home, which was like, like that feeling. And when I went back to Japan the other couple times, it was the same thing. It just feels so cool that like camaraderie exists from literally like 12 hours, 15 hours of flight.
All you need is that one thing in common.
Yeah, like, it's super cool.
And to be a top player.
Yeah, that helps. Like, notoriety helps.
Everyone remembers Cagt from the last episode of Smash Talk. we're having him come on the show with his own segment we dubbed the Tournaminute, where he talks about new and upcoming endeavors. Obviously, he chose a really important project to expand on today. It's the Smash World Tour.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Tournaminute. My name is Cagt, head tournament organizer of the Smash World Tour, here to bring you some more information as to how this circuit actually works. Now, what's the Smash World Tour, you may ask? Well, the Smash World Tour is basically this year-long circuit where we gather players from all around the world to compete against each other and to find out who the #1 Super Smash Bros. Player is for both Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now, for this segment, we'll be looking at specifically Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and looking just kind of where we are right now in the tour and what you should be expecting for the future. So far, we've had over 4,400 players compete online in the Smash World Tour. That's insane. That's a lot of players from a lot of different regions competing against each other. On top of that, we've also had over 70 countries compete in this circuit. 70 countries, bro. Like, obviously most people think about like North America and like Europe and stuff like that. Think about 70 countries. That's a lot of countries. Like, that's a lot of people from around the world. Now, where are we right now in the Smash World Tour? Now, we are nearing the end of phase 1, which is the online qualifiers. This upcoming weekend, we have the North American Northwest region competing, and then after that, we'll have the North American Southeast region, and then following up with the North American Northeast region. So definitely look out for those. We got some really, really hype Super Smash Bros. Ultimate action coming straight to your home. Once we've got the online qualifiers over and said and done, what's coming next? Well, you've got phase 2 of the Smash World Tour coming. What's phase 2? Phase 2 is the regional finals. The regional finals is where we take the top 16 players from all these different regions and we bring them locally in person for a competition. These regional finals have over $60,000 in prizing and also gives the players an opportunity to compete in phase 3 of the Smash World Tour, which is the final top 32 bracket. That's a very stacked bracket if you ask me. Now, what is this phase 3 exactly? Now, like I said, this is top 32 players from around the world. So like players from Europe, Japan, South America, everyone coming together for a final tournament where we truly get to decide who is the best of the best. Not only do you get the title of being the best Super Smash Bros. Ultimate player in the world, but you also get to compete for over $150,000 in prizing. That's absolutely insane. That is the most amount of money we've seen in any Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament, and honestly, even some of the biggest amount of prizing we've seen in Smash period across history. You definitely don't want to miss any of the action. If you want to find out more information, go to smashworldtour.com for links to every single bracket, all the streams, all the qualified players, and any information you want to know about the Smash World Tour. I'm Cagt, your head tournament organizer, and see you soon for more Super Smash Bros. Action.
Esam makes tier lists and is very analytical on what is good or bad in this game. It comes with experience, time, and knowledge of the system, so you know we're bringing back Nerf This. Esam, we picked out some amazing moves for you to be able to check over and see if they should be nerfed or buffed. I'm interested to see your perspective.
Ooh, that's a good one. Bowser forward air. If anything, I would buff this move. I would probably, if anything, make the auto cancel window a little earlier so you can do a little bit more clever stuff. It doesn't have to just be like short hop, immediate fair. The correct answer is keep it the way it is, but if I had to pick, I'd pick buff. I hate this move. It's so good. Up air combos into itself. It's huge, it's disjointed, it does like 14% for no reason, and it combos into literally everything. But I am scared of this character. I am scared. Oh, you're from the Northwest. We need to buff aerial spinning Kong. You know you have to buff it. This move has no invincibility. It loses to like everything off stage. It sucks. It's not a combo breaker. It's a bad recovery move. It doesn't give him any vertical distance. You need to buff something about it. I'm down even to just make it invincible in the first like maybe not frame 1, but frame like 3 to 7 or something. Ooh, this is a good one. Hero F tilt. So it's invincible, but it's slow. So I guess buff it, maybe make it like make it so that there's less cooldown on F tilt 1, so you can maybe go like F tilt 1 and not be like super left out in the open, so you have to do F tilt 2,
right?
Or like get punished for free. Why would you buff this move? This move's broken. Inkling jab is so good. Nope. This move, I wish it did less. I wish it was easier to SDI nerf it. Like, raise the SDI multiplier like 1.2. Ooh, Kirby back air. That move's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
It also pancakes, so I definitely, maybe I would buff this move in terms of just like making the sweet spot last a couple frames longer, because I don't want it to be worse, because again, Kirby's kind of bad. But wow, it's strong. Mega Man down air is broken.
Yeah.
It's actually so good. It's a projectile spike, which obviously is really, really good. It's also like, if you land it perfectly, it's like +3 or something on block. It's actually like ridiculous. Down air is +1 on block, which is so dumb because it's also a projectile. So nerf it, just make it a little easier to smack from the top. Like, I don't want to change the frame data because like I think that would make it like way worse.
Yeah.
That move is broken.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he moves when he does it. Like, again, I don't even think it's like a top 5 or 10 Nair, but like I hate how incongruent he moves, and it feels like it's so hard to like contest him or even trade with it ever. It just wins a lot.
So we're gonna nerf it by making it more linear.
Yeah, like don't change the frame data or the strength or anything, just like make it make more sense. Snake dash attack, the best dash attack in the game. It has burst range that's super good. It's invulnerable on his arms, not his hands. So I'm down to buff it, add invulnerability to his hands, would make it actually broken.
What? So you would buff the best dash attack in the game?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, well, I guess when you play the best character in the game, and you have less to worry about.
I have the second best dash attack, so or the best. You can it's pick or choose. I think they both. I think those two are the two best dash attacks.
We gamers have a slew of problems. Posture, eating habits, physical exercise can become huge issues, and not to mention the GameCube controller is comparable to a medieval torture device. Esam reveals some of the secrets on how he continues being able to float above the competition. How do you keep yourself on the upper echelon of being a player?
Well, there's a couple mental things that I think really, really help. One, kind of mentioned it earlier, I have fun in 99.99% of games and sets that I play in this game. I love Smash Ultimate. I loved Smash 4 when it was the only thing available. I liked Brawl more than Melee, and I liked Melee. Like, I love these games, and I love figuring out what to do, and this feeling of not even winning necessarily, but also that, and like figuring stuff out is amazing. It's so satisfying to me. But like when you see me like lose at events a lot of times, and I'll be just like, oh, that was so good, and I'm smiling more than the person that won, you know? Like, that happens a lot. Like, sometimes when I lose to Leo, I'm just like, oh my god, like, you're so good, god, that was amazing, and he's just like, you know, like with a smirk, and like, that's it. Just because I like the game and I like competition, and I'm okay, like, I don't want to lose, obviously. I want to win way more than I want to lose. But I'm okay with losing to the point where it's not like when I have pressure on myself to like, oh my god, I have to win. I have to do this. I tend to do worse and I put pressure on myself and it gets worse. But when I'm there and I'm just like, I'm here to have a good time and I want to prove that I can play well. And playing well is my own standard, and it doesn't matter how well I place, because if I play well, I can do really good, and if I don't, then I'll learn from it. And like, probably the two tournaments that had that strongest mindset for me was Glitch 7, where I won, because I was like, I can beat everyone and I can play really well, and I had a really close set in pools, like the closest set that I had probably the whole tournament. Well, and I was like, okay, well, that was I played kind of bad because like my schedule was weird. I was playing Rivals of Aether, I was tired, I was hungry because I wasn't taking care of myself at the tournament, because day ones can get really stressful when you enter multiple events. But then like that day happened, and then day 2 I was like, okay, well, I'm going to focus more on me. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to have food at like a normal time. And I was like, cool, I played really well. I played to the best of my ability that day, and I don't think things got away from me, and I won. And then also the other one was Genesis, where I was like, I'm going to focus, but I'm also going to have fun, and I want to prioritize having fun at this tournament. And one of the things I would do is, of course, I would like play and I would watch the game, but they had a rhythm game, I forget what its name is, but I played that like several hours of the tournament. Like, instead of practicing, instead of playing, I was just like, I'm here to have a good time, and I would play because it was fun and it's enjoyable. So I would like play my tournament sets and be like, cool, I'm done, time to play this rhythm game for 45 minutes while also looking at the sets while I'm waiting for my turn. And literally, like, I think before my day 2 matches, which was like getting like top 64 to top 8 or something. I spent like an hour playing the rhythm game because it's fun. Day 3, I don't think I played super well. Like I definitely didn't prepare as much. I ate kind of too close to the event. Also, like, just speaking of food, I'm vegan now, or fully plant-based. So I've noticed that, like, before, like, for years and years and years, I would not eat during bracket because it's like, I don't want to slow down. It's heavy and it makes me groggy and I don't play as well in my reaction time, blah, blah. But, like, I can eat, like, wraps and sandwiches and, like, stir fries and a bunch of stuff, even, like, somewhat unhealthy stuff. But just because it's not, like, as heavy, it's not meat, it makes me feel a lot lighter and it makes me feel a lot better, and there's no like slowdown or grogginess basically anytime I eat, unless either I overeat or I like eat super indulgently. But it's just like I feel so much better and my mind is less foggy, like overall,
Right.
Which is great. Like it's crazy to think back of just like how often I was just like, damn, my brain feels weird or my stomach feels like crap, and that just like doesn't really exist anymore. So that helps a lot, honestly. Like I can eat during tournament. I still don't want to eat like right before my matches.
Right.
But if I have like a 4-hour break, I can get something there that's like a big meal and just kind of let it coast. And then I have the energy and I'm good.
Thank you so much for coming through and participating, dude. This has been a blast, just like vibing with you. Love it. Well, this has been another amazing episode. You will like, comment, and subscribe. You will like, comment, and subscribe. You will like, comment, and subscribe. You will share this with all of your friends who know of Smash but haven't been introduced to the scene. Like a Mewtwo getting through a shield, I'm using confusion. Until next time, good luck, have fun, stay gaining, gamers. There's totally music playing right now that I'm dancing to. Hey, Macarena. Hi. Cool. It's Esam. You know he the man coming on Smash Talk. We gonna rock and you're gonna keep it up because you're gonna wear my socks up high. I'm a little white guy.
Yeah, okay, so I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Have a good one.
Yeah.